This is Super Fast Business with James Schramko. Helping you build your business super fast.
James Schramko here, and welcome back to superfastbusiness.com. And today I would like to share with you the concept of the Scamper technique. Using Scamper, you can come up with fantastic business ideas with a very simple process. I used the Scamper technique early on in my online career to come up with an incredibly creative bonus that helped me sell website software, and it gave me an advantage. I was able to come to the market and fairly quickly dominate using the Scamper technique. So what is the Scamper technique? It's actually an acronym representing 7 ways that you can consider an existing object in order to come up with something new. In other words, it's a creativity technique. S stands for substitute, C for combine, A for adapt, M for modify or magnify, P to put to another use, E to eliminate, and R to reverse. And we're going to explore each one of these in more detail. As an entrepreneur, you'll often find the requirement to come up with ideas, whether it's for an existing product that gets stale, whether you want to add a new service to your business, or if you're just looking for innovation. And innovation is one of the 2 things that you need for business success, according to Peter Drucker. He was very keen on innovation and marketing. So in such cases, it's really good to have a framework to go by to make your brainstorming so much more productive and overcome some of the sticking points that would hinder you getting ahead. So to apply Scamper, you simply take your product or service or process that already exists and you use that as a starting point. And by yourself or with the collaboration of others, you ask questions about your starting object based on the 7 areas indicated in the acronym. So let's break these down into more detail. S for substitute. What can you take away from the object and replace with something else? It might be a physical property, a step in the process, or someone involved, an attitude towards the object. Some simple questions could be, can you use other materials or ingredients? Can you make it look, smell, or feel differently? Can the time or the place be replaced? Can someone else do the task? Can it be sold someplace else or to a different consumer? I mean, the classic example here is Vegemite, which is a yucky black spread that people put on their toast in Australia. It came from the English Marmite, and it's actually the byproduct of the brewing process to make beer. But they said, hey, this gooey stuff that we use to make beer we're left over with, why don't we just stick it on toast? Hey, it's a great source of vitamin B. Can part of the process be substituted to improve the outcome? Or could a change of attitude or feelings toward a product improve sales? Here's another example. By offering a product, say a laptop, in different colors, you can appeal to different customer tastes. Remember those iMacs from Apple? They were all different colors, like that tangerine orange. There was a green one and blue one. They appeal to different buyers. C is for combine. Combining 2 objects can result in something fresh and exciting that functions better than either object on its own. Consider taking your base product, service, or process and merging it with some other element that will improve the original. Some things you can ask are, would combining this product with something else increase its value? What purposes or objectives can be combined? Can talents and resources be combined for better results? Can 2 steps of a process be combined? Will combining activities make them more effective or save resources? Here's an example. Bundling several info products with a subscription membership and some coaching could result in a fantastic business that you can charge a higher rate for. That's actually simpler to understand for customers, and it gets them a better result in much the same way as Super Fast Business membership is the combination of multiple elements that come together to create a fantastic offering to help business owners become more profitable. If you want to find out more about that, check out the homepage at superfastbusiness.com and take the short quiz so that we can see how I can help you the most. A for adapt. Consider adapting or adjusting your product to serve a different purpose. Look to similar solutions for ideas you can borrow and incorporate. So some questions you might ask. What else is like this in the market? Is it similar or something in a different context? What features can you copy from other sources? Are there ideas outside your field that you can use to enhance your product, service, or process? Is there another market situation that you could adapt the object to? For example, if your e-commerce site is not already mobile friendly, adapting it for mobile viewing will greatly extend the reach of your business. Modify or magnify. Changing some quality of an object or magnifying parts of it can enhance its perceived value or improve its function. Here are some things to consider. Can you change a feature or step of a product or process to improve it? Will adjusting the physical qualities of an object enhance its value? What aspects of the object can be highlighted or emphasized? Can you increase the size, duration, or pricing of an object? Can frequency be increased? Here's an example. By making a service subscription-based, you can increase the frequency of payment and make your business far more sustainable with predictable cash flow. Put to another use. An existing product or process may have other possible applications for which you're not currently using it. Consider what those might be and whether you can use your object for those purposes to the advantage of your business or of other people. Think about this. Who else can benefit from your product? Can people outside your target market use it? Are there other problems your product or process can solve? Would it work as well somewhere else? Does it create byproducts that could be made useful? Could it be modified to suit another purpose? Here's an example. When asked to be a guest on someone else's podcast, you might record your half of the conversation, have it summarized into bullet points, and then use that as material for your own podcast. Eliminate. Streamlining a product or process by removing excess elements can improve function, increase efficiency, and result in more elegant solutions. Ask these questions. How can this be simplified? What parts are non-essential to its function? What features can be de-emphasized or removed altogether? Can it be made smaller? Should it be split into different parts? How can you reduce the cost, the time, or the effort? Here's an example. Apple products are admired for the pared-down simplicity of their design. Take, for instance, the one-button iPad or the buttonless mouse. Rearrange or reverse. What if part of the product or process was reversed, done in another order, or made in a different orientation? Dare to consider things upside down, backwards, or inside out, just different from what you're accustomed to. Here are some questions you could ask. Can components be interchanged? Can patterns or layouts be switched? What other order can you use? What if everything was reversed? Can schedules be modified? Would another arrangement be better? Can people exchange roles? How can you achieve the opposite effect of something? I really like that one. Quite often I ask, what would I do if I wanted the opposite effect? And sometimes an answer is revealed. Example, Uber has turned the way people get a taxi ride on its head. Instead of searching for a taxi, they simply have the ride come to them. Now, when I was using Scamper technique, it's really important to do one thing in particular. Aim for quantity of ideas first over quality. Just let them flow. Put a timer and write down as many ideas as you can. And then the second step would be to analyze the results afterwards. Don't have any thought to it as you're coming out with the ideas. Just stream out the ideas as fast as you can and get as many as you can. The key to design is to have a lot of ideas to choose from to start with, and almost never is the very most obvious first idea the best idea. It almost never happens. Further develop those ideas that seem practical or feasible and start your prototyping and go with low resolution prototypes. So I hope you've enjoyed this episode about Scamper. You've been listening to superfastbusiness.com. I'm James Schramko. If you've enjoyed this, have a look at some of the other podcasts we have. There's a full transcription available at superfastbusiness.com where you'll find this episode called Scamper, Business Idea Creation Made Simple. If you're not already a member, consider applying to Superfast Business membership, where I would love to coach you and help you grow your business. Please comment below the episode where you see it on Superfast Business and let me know, how have you used Scamper to accelerate your business?
Discover how to build your business
super fast.
Check out superfastbusiness.com.
Hello Daydreamers, I'm Michael with Bizarre Design Lab, and today I'm using one of my favorite foods in existence to show you how ideas are generated using the Scamper technique. Let's do it. Oh, hi Tinker.
Hello Michael. It looks like you have a new assignment to review.
I guess so. It's from the Small Town Peanut Butter Company. Dear Michael, we would like for you to help us discover an innovative and unusual new way to promote our peanut butter product. It's nuts. Do you accept this assignment? Small Town Peanut Butter Company. Assignment accepted. Hey Tinker.
Yes, how can I help?
This assignment will require us to peer outside of our conventional understanding of our client's product and imagine something new. Do we have a concept generation tool for this?
As a matter of fact, we do. The Scamper technique is exactly the tool you're looking for.
Tinker, as always, you've been most helpful. Scamper is an acronym with 7 letters. Each letter gives us a unique technique that will help us imagine our product from innovative and sometimes downright ridiculous perspectives. The first letter in Scamper is S, which stands for substitute. Look at the components that make up your product. Replace or substitute one part for something else. In our example, we're going to consider replacing peanuts, the main ingredient in our product, with almonds instead. The second letter, C, stands for combine. Is there anything we can combine with our product to make it more attractive or efficient to the end user? peanut butter and jelly have a long-standing reputation as one of the greatest food mashups. Place in between 2 slices of bread and a satisfyingly sweet sandwich awaits you. The third letter, A, is for adapt. This is probably the trickiest technique of the 7. Is there a way we can adapt our product to external stimuli or to an industry demand? How about a healthier, low-fat option? Anybody feeling like powdered peanut butter? Suit yourself. Next letter is M for modify. Let's increase the size of the container for large families. Or maybe we can minimize the container to accommodate those who want peanut butter on the go. Next we come to the letter P for put to another use. In what ways can we use peanut butter differently than it was intended? We can bake cookies with it, combine it with a pine cone to make a hanging bird feeder. Did you know that you could shave with peanut butter? I'm really liking some of the ideas I'm getting with that concept. Next up is the letter E for eliminate. Is there elements that we could eliminate to increase efficiency or reduce waste? I could eliminate the traditional method of spreading peanut butter on bread and just eat it directly with a fork. Maybe I could eliminate the product itself and use the jar for storing nuts and bolts. Okay, we've come to the last letter R for reverse. This is where we flip the direction of the product or process in hopes of seeing it from a different perspective. What if, instead of spreading the peanut butter on bread, we toasted the bread and dipped it in the jar? Or what if we changed the threads on the lid so it screws on clockwise instead? Imagine your child's surprise when they can't seem to open the peanut butter jar. Well, Billy, your mom did tell you to ask first. Now that we have a handful of ideas here, we can select the one that's most relevant to our assignment and begin laying out concept sketches for our ad, revising these until we're satisfied with the placement of the elements and rendering our chosen concept in our vector drawing program of choice. I chose to go with the idea of using peanut butter to shave with, so I could give our client the unusual, innovative advertisement that they were looking for. This included a fun, retro-style graphic and a play on words with the title to include the name of the product. Click the thumbs up button if you've ever eaten peanut butter out of the jar, or because you like this video. I hope you enjoyed how I used Scamper to work a design concept through to completion. Let's recap on what we learned. S stands for substitute. Replace or substitute one component for another. C is for combine. Combine 2 or more elements into one. A is for adapt. Let's cause the main elements to adapt to external stimuli or an industry demand. M is for modify. How are we changing the size or properties of the initial concept? P is for put to other use. How can we use the elements in different ways? E is for eliminate. Let's eliminate elements to see how it affects our concept. And R is for reverse. We're flipping things around to see them differently. When I need to come up with a concept for a project, I love to be able to get to a resource like Scamper quickly and easily. That's why I've designed this Scamper wall graphic you can add to your workstation so that you always have a visual reminder when you're trying to come up with a concept for your next project. Order one for yourself using the link in the description below. So there you go, 7 techniques tucked into a simple acronym that will help you to step out of the box and see things in ways you would never have thought of. If you like this video, please do click that thumbs up. If you want to join the tribe, please click subscribe. Hey, I'll see you in the next video. Toodles.
What is Scamper? Have you ever wondered how inventors come up with new ideas? It usually starts with a problem to solve. Someone needs a new toy or a tool to build something, for example. Inventive people are really creative. They can see something being used in one area and adapt that thing for a whole new use. You can train your brain to think more inventively by using an easy framework known as Scamper. Scamper is a unique tool to expand inventive thinking. The acronym stands for Substitute, Combine, Adapt, Magnify, Minify, or Modify, Put to Another Use, Eliminate, and Rearrange or Reverse. Let's put it to the test and apply Scamper to an ordinary object such as a spoon. Substitute. What can we replace a spoon with that will do the same thing? One example could be a shell or a whisk. Combine. Is there anything we can combine with a spoon to give it another use? This could be a spork. Adapt. How do we adapt a spoon for a different use? Think about measuring spoons or a honey spoon. Magnify, minify, or modify. How is changing the size of the spoon helpful? This could be a larger ladle or a small salt spoon. Put it to another use. How could you use the spoon differently other than its original purpose? You could create art or jewelry. Eliminate. What could you take away from a spoon? For example, this could be a straining spoon. Rearrange or reverse. How could you use a spoon from a different perspective? Such as upside down. You could make a game out of it. When you are solving a problem or inventing something new, brainstorming ideas, or thinking creatively, don't forget to use Scamper thinking. It makes your brain more creative.
We are going to learn about the Scamper creativity tool. But first, I just wanted to draw attention to the new Join button, which can lead to some exciting exclusive content and other rewards if anyone is interested. There is no obligation, and we are still going to keep creating the same quality free content, just like usual. But if you're interested, check it out. Now back to our featured mental model. Scamper. Scamper is an acronym of a creativity-enhancing tool designed to help people think outside the box. The main aspects were originally proposed in 1953 by Alex Osborne, who is thought to be the inventor of brainstorming. Scamper is a creativity tool that is quite simple to use. It works great for improving an existing service, product, or process, and can be a great starting point for future development or fixing issues with existing items as you employ Scamper along with brainstorming to generate creative possibilities. There are many benefits to using the Scamper model, such as its ability to reduce and break through barriers to creativity. The simplicity of the method makes it perfect for individuals, teams, and trainers inexperienced in innovation, or in groups with weak creative leadership. However, just because it is simple does not mean that it is ineffective. It is a simple yet powerful tool for creativity. When using Scamper, you simply work your way through the acronym, brainstorming creative new ways of looking at the product or topic based on each component letter of the model. The letters that make up Scamper stand for S equals substitute, C equals combine, A equals adapt or adjust, M equals modify, magnify, or minify, P equals put to another use, E equals eliminate, and R equals reverse or rearrange. When using the Scamper tool, it can be helpful to be well aware of the issue you are concerned with before beginning the brainstorming process. You can then apply Scamper for new ideas related to processes, methods, approaches, strategies, ideas, services, concepts, and products to generate creative new ideas. These creative new ideas can be generated by asking different questions related to each aspect of the Scamper acronym in order to best use this creativity tool model to generate novel solutions. Each aspect of the Scamper model leads to creative ways of looking at the topic and can generate ideas based on the questions we ask in order to create unconventional observations. Next, we'll go over each letter of the Scamper model as we cover the definition and work through some of these potential questions each component of the model could generate while being used to brainstorm. S. Substitute. Replace a topic, part, component, or people related to the situation or thing with another topic or concept. Questions may include: is there another product, procedure, or process we could use? Are there any rules involved that could be substituted? What if we substituted attitudes, feelings, or approaches towards this item? What part can be substituted without affecting the integrity of the whole? What better alternatives could there be by replacing parts of the process? Can the project time or location be replaced? What would it be like if we replaced part of the project with another? Are there other ways or locations we could sell the product? What if we substitute Y for X? Is there a different device we could substitute for this one? Is there a simpler process we could replace with this one? Are there aspects we could substitute or swap in order to bring about improvements? Are there rules, processes, or procedures that could be substituted? Can you use this item somewhere else or as a substitution for something else? What ingredients, resources, or materials could we swap in order to improve this item? C. Combine. By adding information to the original concept, joining, merging, bundling, or forcing together two or more elements, functions, or aggregates in order to try and move towards a new solution by overlapping or integrating functionality. Questions may include: could we combine resources or talent to create a new offering? What if we combine this product with another product in order to create a new product? Could we combine objectives or purposes? What if we merge two steps of the process? Can we apply two aspects or processes at the same time? Could we combine resources with another group as a joint venture? What if we mix two or more aspects together? Can we combine A component with B component? What services or products could we combine with this to create something new? A. Adapt or adjust. Change an aspect of the problem, function, or use another element or assembly so it works where it previously did not, such as adapting something from a different industry, or identify ways to adapt or adjust the topic in a more flexible manner. Questions may include: are there any small adjustments that could be made? Are there any large adjustments that could be made? In what ways could this product be like something else? What needs to change in order to get better results? Is there something else we could do for this particular task? What could be done to improve this current process? In what ways can we adjust the current product? Are there ways we can make the process more adaptable? In what ways can we adapt this product to serve a different purpose? Are there any new trends or ideas we could adapt to this? In what ways could we adapt this in order to be like something else? M. Modify, magnify, or minify. Creatively change the idea or topic under consideration by modifying dimensions or attributes, such as size, shape, color, fuel, position, acoustics, texture, etc., or making it smaller, faster, or stronger. Questions may include: what could we magnify or minimize about this product to improve the value proposition? Are there any aspects we could strengthen or magnify that could lead to something new? If we modify the process, would results improve? Could we modify the process in some manner to work more efficiently? What would happen if the product was twice as large or twice as small? What could we add in order to modify this item? Could we modify the production or marketing of this item? Are there aspects of the product that could be modified to affect the pricing? How could we modify the size, shape, color, look, or feel of the item? P. Put to another use. Looking at other areas this product or topic could be used and rethinking why the product exists, its use, the scope of the application, context for use, and other assumptions that may be taken for granted. Questions may include: are there any novel ways this item could be used that we have not considered? Are there any byproducts or waste from this product that could be used elsewhere? What else could we do with this item? Are there other parts of the company or organization that could use this product? Would there be any benefits of using this product somewhere else? Is there a different potential target market for this product? Are there other ways in which we could make use of this item? Are there different fields or industries that could use this item in any way? What if there was a different target market for potential users? What other people or groups could potentially make use of this item? E. Eliminate. Removing aspects or elements of the topic that are of low value by simplifying or reducing core functionality. Questions may include: if we eliminated certain parts, what would we have left? How much could we take away and still have a functioning product? What would it be like if we removed this part? Can we achieve the same functionality if we remove a specific part? Is this particular aspect really necessary? What could we do if we had to do without certain aspects or resources? Are there any parts, features, or rules that we could eliminate? What could we eliminate to streamline the product or process? In what ways could we make it smaller, lighter, or less of something? R. Reverse or rearrange. Mixing things up by changing the orientation or direction, such as inside out, upside down, backwards, or an opposite use in order to rearrange the structure in some manner to improve the process or product. Questions may include: are there any roles involved that we could reverse or swap? If we mixed everything up about this item, what else could we make from the parts? What would it be like if we reversed the process? Are there ways we could rearrange the current structure for better results? What would it be like if we looked at it backwards? Upside down? Inside out? Are there elements we could rearrange? What is the opposite of what we have now? What if we changed the order of the components? Are there related elements that we could rearrange, such as documentation, marketing, sales, etc.? What would the exact opposite be, and does that yield any good results? As we can now see, the Scamper model provides many new ways we can look at a subject while searching for creative ideas based on a few changes or novel ways of approaching a topic. Just for a quick review in order to solidify our learning, let's review and go over the Scamper acronym components. S equals substitute, C equals combine, A equals adapt or adjust, M equals modify, magnify, or minify, P equals put to another use, E equals eliminate, and R equals reverse or rearrange. The Scamper method can be introduced and put to use quickly by participants with little to no training in methods of creative idea generation. Yet it is important to stick with the tool while coming up with ideas using the Scamper checklist because it often requires persistence to reap the rewards of successful idea generation. This easy-to-remember creativity tool is a great addition to your mental model toolkit and is almost certain to generate fresh new ideas on command. Hopefully you found value in this video, and if you did, please share this video with someone you think could benefit And of course, don't forget to like and subscribe and maybe even join, because doing so helps this channel continue to make great new videos. Thanks for watching.